Our last video, we learnt about converting one unit of speed into another. And in this video, again, we are taking another example. And then in this video, the example is 5 centimeters per second is how many kilometers per hour. Now, assume there is an ant. Imagine that there is an ant, and I'm just going to draw an ant. So let's say this is an ant. It travels 5 centimeters. So let's say this is like 5 centimeters long path, and it travels 5 centimeters, and it takes how much time? 1 minute. And so the speed of this ant is written here as 5 centimeters per minute. But what I want you to do is I want you to tell me the speed of this ant. So it traveled 5 centimeters in 1 minute, but I ask you, don't tell me the speed in centimeters and minutes. Tell me the speed in kilometers per hour. If this ant is moving at a speed of 5 centimeters in 1 minute, what is its speed in kilometers per hour? How many kilometers is it going to travel in 1 hour? That is the conversion here. And in order to do this particular conversion, again, we will follow the same old idea that we used in our previous example. So what we have to do is, all you have to do first of all is to write down 5 centimeters per hour. And this is the way to write it down. 5 centimeters divided by 1 minute. Sorry, 5 centimeters per minute. We have to convert to kilometers per hour. So we simply have to first of all write 5 centimeters divided by 1 minute. And we have to convert it into meters per hour. Kilometers rather. Okay, I think I've solved it for hours. Yep, so, and I've mistakenly written it minutes. So let's write it kilometers. I've mistakenly written it as meters. So this is kilometers per hour. So we are going to convert centimeters into kilometers first and minute into hours. So 5 centimeters will convert into kilometers and 1 minute into hours. Now, I have solved it like I did in the previous video. And let us convert 5 centimeters into kilometers. So here it is. So 5 centimeters is how many meters? So we are converting a small unit, which is centimeter, into a larger unit, which is meters. And the formula to convert small unit into a large unit is value of the small unit divided by the conversion factor. Now, what is the value of the small unit here? The value of the small unit here is 5. Okay, so the value of small unit here is 5, which I've written here. And the conversion factor here, how many centimeters are found in 1 meter? So it's 100. So the conversion factor here is 100. And I simply divide 5 by 100. You see why? Because the value of Vs is 5 and the value of conversion factor is 100. So I simply substitute the values. I put these values up there in the formula. And what I can write here, I can write it as 5 divided by 100. When I perform this division, I get a value of 0.05 meters. What does this mean? This means is that 5 centimeters is 0.05 meters. Now, likewise, what I'm going to do is I'll now convert 1 minute into hours. And in order to do that, I'll write 1 minute is how many hours? Again, I'm converting a small unit into a large unit. Minute is a small unit. I'm converting into a larger unit, which is the hour. And when you convert small unit into a large unit, again, the formula that we use is Vs divided by Cf. So what is the value of small unit here? Value of small unit is 1. And what is the conversion factor? How many minutes are found in 1 hour? And it's 60. I've already done it here. So here it is 60. And so what I have to do is I have to divide 1 by 60, and I'm doing it exactly just that right here. I'm dividing 1 by 60. Now, some of you may have problem or difficulty with division. For that, I will have another video coming up soon. So, if you divide 1 by 60, you get a value of 0.01 hours. So, we have converted minutes into hours. And what we mean by this is that 1 minute is how many hours? So, we can write it here. So, 1 minute is 0.01 hours, right? So, 5 kilometers per minute. Let's write it down here. So 5 kilometers per minute. I'm writing 1 minute here. So 5 kilometers in 1 minute can also be written like 0.05 meters over 0.01 hours. Now if you divide 0.05 by 0.01, you get the answer as 5 meters per hour. Now how do we divide decimals by decimals? Now I've taken the liberty, let me just tell you, I've taken the liberty of explaining the math here. If you ever have to divide decimals a decimal value by another decimal value, how you have to do is you have to remove these decimals. You have to convert these decimals into whole numbers. So how do we convert that? I am multiplying both the numerator and denominator by 100. Well, I could have done it by 10, but I'm doing it by 100. Why am I doing it is something that I'm going to tell you in the next video if you do not know it. So if I multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 100, I get a value of 5 upon 1, right? This becomes 5 and this becomes 1, and then I divide 5 by 1 and I get 5 centimeters per minute is 5 meters per hour. I hope that you might have understood these two examples fairly well, and now I'll provide you with certain questions and I want you to solve them. If you fail to solve them, I want you to come back to these two videos, watch them and try doing the problems again.